Welcome back to another MoisTea gaming video. The Allies' front line is a complete mess. Verdun is encircled and close to collapsing. I've managed to encircle this chunk of northern France. There are 25 corps here which are currently stuck, unable to move or attack because of it. Historically, each corps has 60,000 men in it. That includes fighting men and all support and logistics and everything else in between. This means we have encircled 1.5 million men. That is an achievement. This also means we can move these units off of this line and redeploy them over here somewhere. These units will not be returned to the enemy for quite some time, so we better make good use of it. We can go for another potential encirclement here, or I can keep pressing down this way and potentially start hitting Paris. That is a little bit risky though, as we have the chance of getting encircled ourselves, but I don't think that'll be too much of a problem. We attacked Calais, but on the following turn there was torrential rain, which meant that we could not follow up with another attack. So they're back up to full strength of 3 stars, but because we've got half of the French army encircled, they only have 3 corps spare to defend Calais, leaving us free to murder them. Just doing a rejig of our units. Managed to free 1 or 2 units up here to reinforce this area. This location, if I was to get a great loss here, would be not very nice, as all these units will then be free to do whatever they want. I need to make sure this stays strong, as well as Saint-Menehould and Bar-le-Duc. I'm going to stick some planes here from over here. We plan on attacking from this location, so we're going to get some elite troops there still. Rejig complete. It doesn't look right, but because all of these are encircled, they cannot move. So I can remove all the units from this section and transfer them over. This movement is now very strong. So is this location. There are troops there, but it seems that there's a minor bug happening. There are 2 conscript units there. All the conscripts I've put in positions which are of less importance for defensive duties, freeing up the standard infantry and the elite squads for murdering. Continuing on with the tech, I got the harassment mission, which is nice. However, we have gas over here. I mean, who doesn't like a bit of gas? Let's do it. Give me some gas shells. Gonna have supply depots everywhere now. Just because we have the cash and we don't want to let the enemy slip one in, do we? I'm either going to purchase more planeage. Stuck one there and there, meaning these 2 breakthroughs all have air support. We already have 2 in Hazebrook for the Calais assault. The enemy now have airplanes. I can't see where they are. I would need intelligence services for that, but we've neglected that, so we're just going to have to guess. You could presume that they're going to use them on areas where they plan to attack. I'm eager to get Calais, so let's do that first. This reckons it will be a stalemate, which is interesting. I'm wondering if we're going to see some air-to-air combat this time. Before we get into this, I would just like to say, everybody who has been watching most of this series all the way through, thank you very much. It's kick-started this channel to actually be earning a bit of something, which will help towards things for my unborn son. He's currently 18 weeks. Going to go for the 20-week scan in 2 weeks. That's very exciting. I can't actually wait. All of you who have subscribed, thank you very much. And those who haven't but have watched all the way through, please consider doing so. If you like the content and you subscribe, it will feed you more of the videos that I do. Cheers. Now that's out the way. Let's get in. This is how we left the battlefield before. We did limited trench work. The enemy has got quite extensive trench work now, and they are connecting them up. Yes, that suits me well. Looks like they've connected all this up as well, and that is before the battle has started, meaning they will probably connect them up over here as well. They have a lot of lines of attack. I'm thinking of getting into A. I can then reinforce from this location and just filter troops all the way through, hopefully. Let's see how we can use the gas shells to our advantage in this one. I'm hoping once I've bombarded them and taken this chunk, if they have 1,000,000 troops running across, if I plop a gas shell in the middle of the trench that they need to funnel through, it may open them all up and run out of the trench and then get shot. I'm going to do something I've never done before. This is the reinforcement point over here. Now, it's always taken time for reinforcements to come and have a gander when this is in the midst of a bloodbath. So I'm going to do a comms trench running up and see if that improves the speed in which they arrive. It should. And with it being the way that it is, it shouldn't negate any proper defensive disadvantages if they decide to have a gander. This is what we've got. The command trench, not the command trench, the comms trench is there running all the way through. See if that makes an improvement. All the elite units are here. We've got a balloon, lots of artillery, 2 lights, 4 heavies for continuous bombardment. We have lots of supply available, I've made sure of that. A fairly disconnected defensive work here. This should stop any attack. All of these are the elite units, so they are nice and strong. In the previous episode, I got comfortable, put conscripts in something like this, and they got overran. Not making that mistake again. Got 4 here, 6 over there, and this is where we are launching the attack from, so I'm not too worried about them attacking this area. If they manage to go for Z or somehow X, we can move some of these units around. Get the balloon up and have a look at what they're doing. Some trees just fell over. Is that barbed wire? Have they got barbed wire? They unlocked that. Damn it. They're clearly thinking I'm going to be attacking from this direction, and they're not wrong. Looking at this gas attack, they use 80 supply. That is 8 barrages of heavy artillery. We'll see what we end up using. One annoying thing is I've noticed they haven't connected B with A, so we're going to have to trudge along all the way over here through their trenches to get to C, then up through to A, and then across to B. So we're going to have to start pushing quite quickly. Might be worth having the gas at some point, maybe once I'm moving along. Have some gas planted here and here, for example. Then I could run all the way across. Getting across here is going to take time. That is my concern. Got to have a cup of tea before we begin. I'm going to begin the bombardment. I want rid of that balloon. Start weakening the troops. Will it go on too? Oh, nearly. We need 3 for that. More artillery on the way. With that balloon down, they may even send a couple of units over as scouting. I do like the fireball. that the balloon makes when it goes down. We have movement. This is them scouting. They're just going to get murdered. They usually send a couple. Maybe they're doing it over here, or they've just not decided yet. Gone. Just like that. We'll have one more barrage. This will weaken them quite significantly in this area, making getting in much easier. And once they've reloaded, we will go in. Bringing in these reinforcements. That's just the one that they lost, however. Preparing the men for the attack. Just want to get them half organised before we send them over. Let's try and coordinate this. Artillery, go please. There we go. We'll try run around this barbed wire. Got plenty of units going up now. Let's get in there quickly. Enemy is shooting me as well. Need them to move out the way. Slight rejig enabled. Suppression underway. The MG is not in the suppression arc. You just need to go home. Please get in there. That barbed wires screwed me over quite a bit, to be fair. That's not fun. Damn it. Going around that barbed wire is causing me casualties. We're getting everything in now. The plane, the artillery, everything. Just need to get in. You need to go home. Still carrying on. The harassment plane is doing a good job. I don't think I've seen so many explosions in this yet. We can just keep wriggling our units down, that will be good, while we filter more in. Are they stuck already? No, they're doing alright. They're doing alright. Harassment plane is hitting them quite well, that's good for us. They cannot attack us. Oh no. That's my failure for not moving them up in time. They're being battered by artillery, damn it. Oh, that's quite painful. I'm going to have to send some of them home. Get in the trench, lads. I need to suppress more. Getting more units in. I accidentally pressed the balloon down, but we're going to get another harassment plane in as well. There are units running across no man's land. We are now actually getting somewhere. This is nice. Let's get these areas occupied. Get that balloon back up. And just keep moving. Stand back and wait a minute, chaps. Don't want you getting too blown up. Oh, they're coming in and shooting them from there, you see. Need to start working our way down this section of trench now. We can use our heavy artillery to bombard these units as we progress. There's 2 in 1 there. That's very good for our artillerymen. Just keep pushing. We can keep... Oh no. Accidentally left these outside, so they got shot. Let's keep going. We'll send them in 2 at a time, just continuously. And I need to keep these trenches occupied. See how they keep coming across? When they do that, I want to be able to shoot them like what these guys are doing here. That benefits me a lot. I might even go straight for C. Why are they bombarding that there? Oh, okay. I can just run them across that way. Hopefully that will avoid that piece. You take that, please. While you have a gander over there. That will be good for us. If they keep coming from B direction, we can keep shooting them. Just like that. We're now taking this section as well. You can go home. You're very tired. We need to get more troops in. I'll send them straight into that trench. This is what I want. They keep coming over there and they're going to keep getting shot. I need to make sure I keep bombarding the enemy. Weaken some of these units as they travel across. That too is just asking for more artillery on it. Let's keep all of these bits occupied. Need more units up there, really. Need to get down here as well. They're going to fall. Get them all in. More units are on the way. Look at this. They just keep sending troops over and we keep murdering them. That benefits us a lot. And send these over a little bit. They're not in the firing range. We can support the buddies as well. Don't know if the enemy still have much artillery available, but we can get another harassment plane on the go. No, we'll keep bombarding them from this direction for now. This is the way we need to go, after all, while we keep moving these guys up. We can get enough troops just sat in this section. That would be good for us. You need to go home. Because we've only got one unit in there. They can't actually... Well, they can all shoot at them, really. And they can pass through nice and happily, which is something we always seem to struggle with. Let's get more troops in. We can reinforce from this section now, which is nice. Which means that they will be coming a lot quicker. Need this artillery to keep working the enemy down. I want to stop them from reinforcing on the left. That means taking C. Bombarding them like this will reduce anything that they have over here gradually. But we can just keep going. We can just run into this section now. Just go, lads. They'll stay in the trench because it's nice and clear. Get those two running down as well. Once these are in the trench, they can also go forwards. We can have those running along there. Hopefully they will behave. And start taking this section. I'm fairly confident this is now safe. So we can get these troops up here as well. Get them in column formation so they move faster. They may have even ran out of supplies for bringing more troops in. Don't seem to be doing so at the same rate that they were. Bombard these units while they're sat there before we send more troops in. They are very tired. Might even send them both home while these guys do the work. Fresh troops. That will free up more room. We'll get them running straight across there. Hopefully they won't get murdered. Need to start taking this section so we can stop the time. Let's send them straight in. Let's get those guys in too, shall we? I was wrong. That was a bad idea. Get over there. Please, quickly. Could get a bomber on that, but I don't want to waste that, really. Doesn't look like they can reinforce anymore, so I'm just going to keep bombarding them. We'll do it where the fighting currently is, though. That other front seems to be quite stable for the time being. Not sure where these are. Oh, they're there. We need to get in that trench quickly. You can run in there while we have more running over from this direction. That would be wonderful. This area is going well. I'm going to get another harassment plane in for... well, why not? They keep sending units over. This is where artillery is best. If you can get them in a choke point, they will batter anything coming over. Look at that, they're already half knackered. Keep that going, there won't be much of them left. Harassment plane will be doing its job in a moment. We're already starting. Look at that, they didn't really get anywhere. These are now going to hit from MGs and artillery. We're doing pretty good. We need to take the point now. We need to clear the area. Means we need to move more units down. It takes a little while doing it this way. Just because reinforcements are quite far away. They keep sending units from their command trench area now. That's what they seem to be doing. We can get these guys to murder them. And just shuffle these guys down here to replace them. These are slowly trudging down. This should now be clear. Yeah, it is. That's good. We've captured, well, capturing that area. That will stop the timer for the time being. Destroy these MGs. Would be wonderful. That's it. Lovely jubbly. They must be out of supply. We still have plenty. Should we use a gas? Just to see what it... no. I don't think we need it. We'll save it for more artillery strikes. We can send these home though, probably. We're trying to push that side down, but it isn't going to work. We're going to send these over here to clean the machine gun. We can send these two troops home then. Look at that, they can't even move, man. Bombard them to bits. Won't be much left of them then. These can go home. These can go home. Let's get some fresh troops in. That will be lovely. We can also now reinforce from this section. That is lovely. Hopefully there won't be anybody there. I'm going to suppress it just in case. They're normally sneaking around when I don't want them to do. We'll get those troops in the command trench. Oh, we need to hurry up, don't we? Yes, we do. Right, let's send all these men over the top. The attack is off. All these men are now running over the top. I've got artillery ready. Just need to stop that timer. The men are fanning around. There's some units. I knew there would be some. Bombard them. They are in. We're now capturing this. Get a troop over there to take care of that. Get another one over here. Just send a few of these over. Let's stop the timer. Now we can take this. Oh, we are taking that already. Wonderful news. Pretty much got this in the bag now. Might as well destroy the artillery while we're here. Get more points for that. The last MG going down. The artillery is being thoroughly destroyed. That's a lot of grenades, really, isn't it? What a good do. We have smashed the enemy again. Make your predictions on casualties now and tell me how far off you were. We only used elite units in that. We bombarded them to bits. So that's all something to consider in your guesstimation. Let's have a look. Oh wow, we did better than what I thought. Ah yeah. We murdered 10,000 and lost 5,000. Not a bad ratio, especially for an attack. The enemy are now extra dead. Crushing national will even further. Hopefully there won't be any more heavy rain in the area, stopping us from attacking Calais again. That was quite annoying. We would be on 1 star remaining in Calais by now if that was not the case. We can do one more attack this turn. It may leave this tile a little bit exposed, but it might be worth the risk. I'm going to do it. We'll be 1 step closer to Paris. This predicts a great victory. This is the skew whiff one, isn't it? Something to consider. It's the rainy season. That will slow the men down. That may affect our barrage timings. Balloon just doesn't quite get anywhere. I'm gonna have to not do one. I have 4 lots of RT, 2 light and 2 heavy. 2 will reach A, 2 will reach B. All of them will reach the command point. The best I could do with the stupid angles I've got to work with. These are the trenches that we put down last time. Fairly basic. Covering trenches. They've definitely updated theirs. We can use this forest to get into the command trench area and all this. We just have to get in and then we can run around. This is the better one that they have. It's actually quite a lot to cover and suppress things. I've got a funny feeling that this over here will be just out of range to attack this. If I'm correct, that means I can run 4 units in here relatively easily and then give them the runaround. If I attack from the side, they can all shoot me down here. Definitely more deadly. We're going to have to go for this route. Got the elite troops in. Let's see how this plays out. Didn't they attack us last time? I'm sure they did. They came from A last time, didn't they? I wonder if they're going to do the same. They definitely have barbed wire though. I keep seeing bits of it floating around. Quite annoying. They've upgraded this slightly, but that is still not too bad. I can... 6 potential units in there. Let's bombard them a bit. Gonna want to go for this section rather than this section, as if these are occupied, they will shoot anything coming over. This is the weak point here. Not much will be able to cover it from the other angles. If I can just get in here, suppress this, we're good. I've moved some units around. Oh, that's us. I thought they were blowing me up then. Moved some units around. Let's see what happens. They don't have a balloon, so they can't actually see me coming unless they send probing attacks, which they probably will. They usually do. And what do you know? They have... Oh, they're all coming. Ah, shit. I'm going to send these men down, actually. Into our trenches. Ooh, I could use a plane. Oh, I thought I could. I guess it's... Oh, I moved it this turn. That's what the issue is. Never mind. The men have been ordered into the trenches. The British are coming, but they will just run straight into a wall of bullets if they carry on going in that direction. They will pick off 1 or 2, but it's not going to be many compared to what they are about to lose. Oh, this is going to be nasty. Oh, they're actually in the trench there. Send another dude in to help. They're coming from to here as well. They're just running around riot. Here we go. They're going to get massacred. They only had 20 cores to begin with. There's 5 of them there. Another one there. 6, 7, 8 at least. 9, maybe 10. We've now probably lost half their entire troop availability. He just got about 3,000 bullets into his chest. Well, now that's out of the way, we can move on up. I want to do this cautiously as I won't be able to see the enemy. They will have some still in trenches. Not very many, but as you just saw, a couple of people in the trenches can easily decimate units approaching them on the open ground. Look at them skipping away. They're coming back for more. Well, we're not going to return back to our trenches now. We do have the elite units. They should decimate their standards. Now they're actually in a firing position. Not too sure what the enemy's doing, but I'll go with it. Let's move on closer. Just send some of them in. I can't imagine it's very well populated. I've got a heavy artillery ready. Oh, where's that coming from? This direction, they're gonna get them. There's one. They're now being hit. That's why I was cautious. They nearly wiped out an entire core, just not core unit by doing that. Get them running around there. Well, we have again in this direction. And we can get more units in. Let's send these guys home. They're a bit done in. And send them in and start capturing. Those units have been taken care of. Let's just get wriggling. Something popped up then. I'm not too sure what that was. Ah, it's just an MG. We are now capturing B, which probably means there aren't any other forces here. Empty trenches. Very nice. Guess I'll start prepping to move towards their command trench. Oh, we have movement. They do have another unit stashed here. Better give them units some support. Those may have even come from the command trench itself. If I can just keep wriggling them around here. Run to your buddies. We have more support that way. They're going to keep coming, aren't they? Yes, they are. We're going to have 2 in there versus their 1, so we're going to smash them. I think they're running back. I'm not too sure what they're doing, to be honest, but they're now mixing with ours and are going to get shot or beaten up. Get some more troops here, I suppose, even. Not really at risk of being destroyed. There you go, that's them done. Capture this point. We're going to start moving units up further north as well. I'm going to run through the forest and take this. I'm going to leave 1 just stationed at B in case they get any funny ideas. All these units in the forest, I'm going to get them right up and down here. I do have heavy artillery and light artillery available. Let's get them going, get them the flank, and they won't be able to touch us really. Keep them in that forest. We'll get straight into that command trench. Take that now. May need a little bit of support in the command trench. There's always 2 enemy units stashed in there. We may lose 2 just because of that. Oh, we might actually... Yeah, we're going to win that. That's good. Excellent. We're now capturing that. Let's send these home, however. And leave one in the command trench capturing it. Pausing time as well. And we're going to go through this forest and enter this trench network with it. Will there be anybody here? They won't see us until the last second. We can't have many more troops. They only had 20 units floating around at the beginning, and they threw most of them at my trench work. Now in, we can just start wriggling around, I suppose. See what happens. Oh, we do have units. See if we can bombard them quickly. They've decided to stop going that way. Get more units in while they are deciding what to do. I think they decided to get in and out of the trench there, I'm not too sure. Oh no, they're in a firing position. There's another one there. Our artillery can only... Yeah, we've only got one heavy blob. Oh, there's a few units here. They do still have some. Let's get some units in that section of trench. And more into this one as well. This is why you remain vigilant at all times. You never know what's going to be here. It'd be good if we had a plane. We could send one over to harass them. There's 4 here. Actually surprised about that. Doesn't matter, we've got plenty of units here ready to murder them. Send them even further across. What we want. Let's see if I can murder them on this corner. I think they're getting stuck inside their own trenches, however. They don't seem too keen to be trying to push me out. Send one over here to get rid of that machine gun, just in case we make a mistake. Could even send a troop over there just to see. We're just gonna have to take them out, aren't we? Hoping to avoid unnecessary casualties, but we're not going to be able to do that. We have to push them out. This might be the time to use gas even. All these units here will have coverage. Let's gas them out. We haven't done this yet. We'll go for there. Oh, they don't like that, do they? Still running around inside the trench, however. They obviously don't really like it. Maybe it's just because they've got room to wriggle. When they're in it, their morale is drastically reduced. It's times like this where you do experiment. It's actually forced them to attack us. Didn't force them up over the top. If they had more units floating about, it definitely would have, though. Just clear these out, I suppose. That trench does actually... not the trench. The gas does actually linger for quite a while. It's quite nice. It's only now dissipating. This is the last of them. We're going to call this a finish do. There's no way the Brits are going to break these elite Germans here. No chance. Sweep. We've done it again. Nice. We really did do them in there. Can't believe they attacked the way they did. That was interesting. We actually made a profit on that battle. Another region under our control. At this rate, the enemy are most certainly going to be losing almost all of their national will. If we attack Sens, we could even encircle all of this as well, freeing up all these units as well as all the rest. It has been hinted to me that it could be possible to artificially increase the national will of the Allies, because I don't want to just win because of the national will. That just seems a little bit too easy. I want to take Paris and Calais and really just remove them. I want to keep this playthrough going until we've taken it. What I may do is, if I can, or if somebody knows, let me know in the comment, and I will give the Allies a national will boost, just so we can continue this until I've taken Paris and Calais. Thank you very much for watching. I will see you in the next episode. Cheers.